another prophetic word from the Lord, and it is an exciting, encouraging word. It is regarding the number 222. You could be like me and have been seeing it lately back to back. And God kind of connected it to some other numbers and gave me a message. So I'm just going to share it with you guys to encourage you. So I have been seeing 222 lately, and I woke up today and I heard promises. I heard promises very clearly, and then I saw some numbers, right, somewhere on the clock or whatever. And I know that today here the power went out, so my phone was different from like the appliances, like the microwave, stove, or whatever. And then I think time went back today, and so I was seeing, like, every time I went to the bathroom, or it would just be these numbers like jumping out to me, and they're familiar numbers that God uses to speak to me. So I was all ears. I was listening. And so some of the numbers were like 117, 414, 314, 444. These, God was speaking back to back to back. So I'm like, okay, this is like a right now thing. And so I just let God minister to me. And basically, God is speaking about promises, his promises, and what's to come, right? What's coming up next. And so also the number 14, it just reminds me of God's promises. Every time I see 14, I know that God is speaking of what he's promised to me. Okay. And so in combination with the other numbers, God is saying that our promises are here. Your promises are here. You might have seen some already come to pass. You might have been, if you've been expecting God for some sort of breakthrough, you might have gotten some movement or some, manifestations of the promises, but God is saying that there's more to come. And even if you have not seen it yet, just know that it's coming, and God is saying all at once, right? They're coming together. These are coming in multiples and triplets. I was seeing triplets at one point. So you're getting 2 or 3 promises or more at once. And so if you've been seeing 7 as well, it's like a period has been completed, like the period that you would have to go through in order to receive these promises, you've completed, or the test that you had to pass to get to the next level, you've completed. And so God is saying now he can pour out the blessing. Now number 315 just confirmed that, right? Because 314 in the Strong's means coming after or behind. It means afterward, come later, future, next, right? So God is talking about these things they're coming, the things that were to come after your testing or after that period of time, right? God is saying the promises are what are next. The promises are next, right? They will follow this victory. You fought the fight, right? When God told you to pray, when God told you to come against certain things or to fast, you did those things. And now God is saying this is what comes after the victory, right? You won the battle through your belief and obedience. So these promises he's going to pour out on you, right? And so this can be financial blessings, maybe a job or an idea that he has for you. This could be a marriage, communication with your future spouse, or, like I said, a combination of things. So, the fulfillment of promises are happening. God has been showing me 151 as well. And every time I see 151, I know it speaks of the fulfillment of God's promises. It speaks of a completion and fulfillment and jubilee. The testing period is done. It's time to receive these blessings that you have been fighting for, right? And so it could have been that you were in the wilderness and now you're transitioning out into this place of fruitfulness and blessing. A lot of us are now in transition because I'm seeing 1111 and all these ones everywhere. So this could be a promise of moving, right? God has promised you that he was going to move you from one location to another, and that's what he's doing. That is happening now. Also 3:14 in the Strong's means to know certainly. And so just know that these are coming to pass swiftly and certainly without delay, right? And so you probably already feel in your spirit and you see like things unfolding before your eyes. And so you're already discerning and recognizing what God is doing. Our promises are here. They're coming to pass. What we've been fighting for, maybe you've been, warring for months and years, and just being obedient and worshiping and just whatever God has called you to do. You've been doing it. Maybe he's called you out of work or, whatever it is, you've been obedient and God is saying it's time to receive. And it's time for you to receive the promises, and it's all at once.